a scenario for you.
Talk to me.
So, I feel like whenever I hear about people go through relationships, not that I'm ever like wishing down on anybody, but I just know that until you get to certain like milestones or checkpoints, you ain't really get into like the thick of the situation, whatever. I feel like two of the main pillars of that is living together and having a kid.
Facts.
Yeah, until you have one of those, if not both, y'all just in a
definitely living together.
Yeah.
I'm vicious. You can move in 6 months, bro. Let's figure this shit out.
Right. Let's see where we're going.
We'll wait for it.
Yeah. Get out. So my man's, he was dating a girl. It was good. Everything was cool. This and that, whatever. They moved in, and then shit started cracking at the foundation.
Of course it did.
Yeah. And one of the things was she was kind of, and it was kind of cool, but she was kind of controlling the whole picture and narrative of like how the place is gonna look. But it's our place. It's our place. But she make all decisions and this and that, whatever.
It's ours, but
the butt is silent.
Sure.
So then it all came to a head because I'm curious to get what you would do in the situation. It all came to a head because he makes paintings. So he's like, no, I'm gonna put some of my paintings on the wall. And he just did it. And I'm sorry to give me more credit. Originally said, yo, can you like go to my website, look at my collection, pick out something that you would like, and then we can kind of come to a joint decision. And then boom, she never did it. So he's like, fuck, I'm gonna just put them up, whatever. Put up 8 on the wall and kind of like the open space of like the living room, kitchen area type
deal
shit, whatever.
breaker.
And she came home, lost her shit. Like, sent the most dramatic text, like, oh my God, I feel I was ambushed. I can't believe you didn't ask me. Said, you never brought this up to me before. Just completely threw him on the bus.
Gaslight
crazy.
That's
gaslight. And made this whole thing. And me and him was talking about what I said was like, I don't think she's crazy for being, oh damn, like I didn't have my input in this, and maybe I don't like paintings, maybe I'm into this type of art, whatever. So that's like shit on the wall, that can be a big thing, whatever. But for her to say, you never brought it up to her, the whole gaslight shit, that's where she just, and she dramatic as hell, that's where you lose it at, whatever. For sure. But it became like a real big deal because he was like, yo, I feel at home now. I want this, my shit. I want it all. This is my only one decision I made. I'm going to kind of stand on it. So what are your thoughts about those type of micro aggressive situation, relationships?
I think that's where conversation in the dating phase matter. I think that's where leadership matters. Because for me, I literally have my approach to that is I choose where we live, you can choose how it look. But it's so funny because then again, I do want some type of say so, because of course you're not about to bedazzle the whole crib and I'm just in here walking into a fucking bedazzled princess factory as a grown ass man. Right. But ultimately that's what it comes down to, dedicated spaces. I want the basement, what you want. I want the bedroom, what you like. We do a draft. And I think that could be effective where it's like, all right, now within this draft, we come together as a collective to discuss a color palette. So that is a feng shui and sync type of thing, or we do some type of color blocking where it's like, this color. Because in my most previous relationship, it was like, that was her thing. Like, you could do the decor. I trust you. But, the room can't be girly. You know what I'm saying? It could be neutral.
Right.
But it can't be girly. And I need the basement. But in the living room, whatever, plants and flowers and pictures, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I didn't make you my partner, then I trust you to make decisions. But that goes for both.
Right.
So she didn't make him her partner for him to not trust his decision making or to not consider his decision making. Right. And I think that's where it comes down to when we get in these relationships, understanding that it's not just our way no more. It's not just about what we want. We have to find a median. And I'm speaking from somebody who at once, even in this production, I had a particular way I saw things. I had to grow to learn to allow for other input and other approaches and be okay with it. Not just allow it and be over there hoping it don't work out, but allow it and actually be okay with it because I want this to work more than I want it to work for me. And I think that looking in relationships is like, we together, I'm okay with you having said input or opinion or perspective or approach or just creativity. You know what I'm saying? As long as mine is considered as well, we should be good. And just kind of, if you out there and you dealing with these type of things, figure out what's a 10 to you and a 2 to you. Give away all the 2s and fight for the 10s. Because if it's a 10, that means it's worth standing on. If it's a 10 to me, I'm standing on that shit. These are my paintings. I created this shit. This is my wall. Stand on it. That's a 10. But if it's a 2, the color of the couch, the color of the bathroom mats and all that, let that shit go. Because it's like, at this point, you fighting for what? A lot of people will fight for their right to be wrong and then end up in another ass predicament and wonder why it didn't work. Let that shit go.
Also, check back our old episode, 10s to 2s episodes.
Yeah.
Good episode.
So yeah, the whole episode just talking about being able to navigate these type of things to keep your relationship healthy. If it's not that big a deal to me, I'm not going to make it a big deal. And if it is a big deal to you and it's not a big deal to me, I'm definitely going to let the deal exist for you. And I'm not going to try to crush it because it's not a big deal to me.
Exactly. And I think that's probably was the disconnect.
The disconnect
because it was I don't say a 10. Let's just say it probably was closer to a 10, and you trying to make this a 10 about you, and it's really not though.
And I gave you the space by letting you, by asking you to take a look. And honestly, I think that you need those things. Like, people be afraid for their relationship to face challenges when the whole time challenges is what bring the relationship together. Not internal challenges. Not saying you should be toxic in your relationship, putting your partner through bullshit. I'm saying that when y'all go through things together, y'all grow through things together. And in order to grow through things together, this is how y'all grow together. This is how y'all become an item. This is how y'all be able to know. See, because if you playing basketball with a person, you're not going to trust them with the last shot if you never seen them shoot, right? You're like, I'd rather take it. I don't trust you. But if you know they knock down, you're like, oh, I'm giving you this shot because I trust you to be able to deliver. If you got a homie and y'all get into a fight and you know he always run on you, you're like, all right, this motherfucker gonna run on me. Or if you don't know what he'll do, you 9 times out of 10 don't want to get into that type of. But if you know you with your homie that's gonna stand there with you, you feel a little bit more comfortable and confident. Like, all right, cool. If anything go down, I know that this person got my back. The same is true for your partner. When y'all go through shit and you show up for that person, it allows, especially us as men, that's what we require from a woman. I want to know, this is why they be like, oh, the man wants you to go through fucking this and that, and you got to go through poverty and all of this. I just want to make sure that you got my back. Like,
battle tested.
And if you're battle tested, then I know that if a battle is ever to arise, we're going to overcome this battle together. It's not going to be me battling the problem and battling you while I'm trying to battle the problem. It's me knowing that if anything, I'm now more confident as I pursue my goals. Now I'm more confident as I show up for you, because I know that me showing up for you is appreciated, in the fact that you know that if anything was ever slowed down or stopped, you still going to be there to help me pick it up, not just go ahead and dip and vanish on me. So I think that those different type of environments and those challenges allow for you to grow into who you actually want to be, and it shows you who you're dealing with. But when people try to stray away from having problems, I think the moment you have a challenge, oh no, I ain't about to sit through no nigga hard times. Why would I do that when I could just get a new nigga? That's why you always gonna need a new nigga. And you're never gonna get a nigga that wants you, or a man, excuse my language, you're always gonna need a new man. And you're never gonna get a man that truly wants you for you, because you don't even want the man truly for him. And the thing is, as men, we can become more loyal the more you show us that you got our back. The more you show us that you'll show up for us, the more we're gonna show up for you, times 10. Like, it's not even times 2. It's times 10. This man will lay his life on the line for you just from you simply rubbing his back every day and show him, babe, how was your day? Are you okay? This man will make sure nothing in the world happened to you. The weight of what he's willing to do for you, for the weight of what you're giving him, is not even comparable, but yet you will get rid of that for the simple fact that you don't want to endure a hard season with the man. No, challenges bring people closer together. It don't mean manufactured challenges. It mean when they arise, y'all put on your hard hat together and y'all figure that shit out. You know what I mean? But if you dip on him when you go up, when he go down, and imagine what he gonna do to you when he get up. And it ain't personal at that point. It's just business.